Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
New York Times World News. April 14, 8:25 America New York. Strikes on Israel open a dangerous new chapter for old rivals. Key questions remained after Iran's attack, including whether Tehran will feel it must strike again and whether Israel will choose to escalate further, analysts said.
Mirror World News.
April 14, 8:10 America New York. I bought fake Apple AirPods on Amazon. I was shocked at what actually arrived. Elise was left in hysterics after receiving a pair of AirPods bigger than her head and shared a photo of her giant AirPods on social networks with other people who found them amusing.
Mirror World News.
April 14, 8:06 America New York. Iran attack on Israel sees hundreds of flights cancelled with passengers desperate. Countries in the region closed their airspace and major airports suspended operations entirely as military jets patrolled the skies above Israel following the attack.
Mirror World News.
April 14, 8:05 America New York. Massive flesh washes up on beach as stunned locals name horror sea creature, globster. The marine creature was discovered on Teluk Milano Beach in Malaysia. Locals found the dismembered body of the fish and called over the lifeguards on shift before naming it the globster.
Wall Street Journal World News.
April 14, 8 o'clock America New York. This pink Mustang has a story as distinctive as its paint job. Sam McGee brought his grandmother's rare 1968 Ford Mustang back into his family after a 2-decade quest. The Independent.
April 14, 7:59 America New York, explained, what is Iran's drone and missile capacity as it launches an attack on Israel? According to the U.S. Office of the Director of National Intelligence, Iran is armed with the largest number of ballistic missiles in the region. Copyright. Iranian Army Office, AFP via Get.
RT World News.
April 14, 7:56 America New York. Israel to coordinate response to Iranian attack with allies, NYT. Tehran has warned West Jerusalem against retaliation, vowing a much more extensive pushback. Israel intends to coordinate its response to the recent massive Iranian drone and missile attack with its allies, the New York Times reported on Sunday, citing sources.
The Independent.
April 14, 7:49 America New York. Circle of knowledge on Middle East conflict has to be very tight, says Tory minister. Tory minister Victoria Atkins has said the circle of knowledge on the conflict in the Middle East has to be very, very tight, as G7 leaders hold urgent talks after Iran launched an unprecedented attack on Israel.
Mirror World News. April 14, 7:48 America New York. Iran could launch terror attacks on the UK if conflict with Israel spirals, expert warns. A war between Iran and Israel could lead to Tehran-backed terror groups planning attacks in the UK in the worst-case scenario, after last night's attack saw hundreds of missiles launched.
BBC News World.
April 14, 7:15 America New York. Mum killed protecting baby was beautiful person. Ashley Good was killed and her 9-month-old baby injured during Joel Cauchy's rampage at a Sydney mall.
New York Times World News.
April 14, 7:15 America New York. Biden seeks to head off escalation after Israel's successful defense. The president told Israel that the interception of nearly all of the Iranian drones and missiles used to attack it constituted a major victory, and so further retaliation may not be necessary. U.S.
RT World News.
April 14, 7:11 America New York. U.S. Navy mocked over gun blunder, photo. Social media users have ridiculed a photo of a ship commander firing a rifle with the scope mounted backwards.
BBC News World.
April 14, 7:01 America New York. Iran warns Israel against reckless retaliation. Tehran says such a move would receive a decisive and much stronger response.
Time.
April 14, 7 o'clock America New York. Abu Ghraib military contractor trial set to start 20 years after shocking images of abuse. A U.S. military contractor is about to head to trial over allegations that it participated in a conspiracy to torture detainees at Abu Ghraib prison during the Iraq War, 20 years after infamous images of the abuse were seen around the globe.
Wall Street Journal World News.
April 14, 7 o'clock America New York. United Health's earnings could illuminate true fallout from cyberattack on Change Unit. Investors might get a better sense of the fallout for United Health Group when it reports first quarter earnings results Tuesday.